Hello everyone, Bernard here with the Bernard Akem channel. Just been driving with Lyft for, a few months now and been good. And I'm in Minnesota and a couple days ago it snowed really badly. So if you literally just look around, it's just a heap of snow everywhere. And this kind of, out driving, picking up a couple people and dropping them off, I realized that a lot of people were in the ditches and some people were stuck, and I'm just gliding right through. That just kind of gave me the inspiration to make this video, kind of just 5 tips, a lot more, but just 5 tips which I use personally to drive better in the winter. All right, tip number 1, it might come like common sense to some people, but is get good tires. I personally use winter tires, during the winter, they're meant for the winter. So I personally use those. I know some people use all season tires, which is good. They work both seasons, but personally I prefer winter tires because they're made to perform best in the winter. All season tires, if you use them throughout the summer, you wear out the thread a little bit, then by the time it's winter, yes, there's still some good thread in it, but they're not at the optimal performance as if you bought them new in the winter for all season tires. So personally I prefer to use winter tires and then change them out for summer tires or all season tires during the summer. That's what I prefer to do. So some people that might be more expensive for them, but that's my preference. And the winter tires work great. You cannot beat winter tires in the winter. So, and then tip number 2 is use your lower gears. If it's snowing out there and it's pretty bad, I mean, you're better off driving on first, second, or third gear if you're in a manual, or if you're in an automatic, which has the L1 and 2. They might have different ones, D3, something like that. You're better off using those lower gears because it kind of, your tires don't get to spin that much. You have much more control and much more traction control of your vehicle as you're going on so especially on the side roads where there's so much snow. You want to use your lower gears because you don't want to hit the gas and you will spin. That would just literally just create a hole, just bury your car in, and that's not fun. If you use your lower gears, you're able to at least just start off rolling little by little on the snow to just get your momentum going. So using lower gears are your best friend. And just like a bonus tip for that, the gas is not really your friend. If you gun it, you get stuck or you start slipping. So just let off the gas, just tap it, just let the car roll by itself with the lower gears, so that'll be good. And kind of a third tip is if you're driving on the highway or on the side road, just give the person ahead of you enough room, because if something happens, you want to have enough room to slow down. Or if something happens behind you, you want enough room to get out up front. You don't want the person behind you sliding into you and you can't go anywhere, or the person in front of you has a crash or something happens and you cannot stop down. So just give enough room. And plus, if you have passengers in the car, you do want to put their safety first, because anything happens and you're in an accident, you never know what kind of worms that might be. And the fourth one, the fourth tip is don't brake hard. If you're coming to a stop and you anticipate that you'll be stopping soon or you'll be turning, just let your foot off the gas, tap on the brakes so you have enough time to slow down. Again, kind of gives, the third point, keep enough distance from the person in front of you, because if you slam on your brakes lock up and you just become a sled. You just glide right through, and that is not beneficial for you or for the person behind you. So kind of, just take it easy, give enough room, and don't brake hard. For point number 4, do not brake hard. Tip number 5, it comes in handy where you can use if you get stuck. Now, if you get stuck in the snow and you're trying to get out, this is where 1, 2, and even 1, 2, and 2 bonus. The 2 bonus was don't use them up too much gas. Can come in handy. If you get stuck, you want to rock back and forth. Sometimes you can put in reverse, rock back, then brake, then put it in lower gear and just roll forward. So if you roll just little by little before you realize you have a wider margin to roll, and you just use that momentum to go on your lower gears without gassing it too much. Because the moment you start rolling, you gas it, you create yourself in another hole, and then you're stuck again. So, kind of tip number 5 is more of, I mean, you tried once, try twice, it might not happen, but you need help from people to push you around and stuff like that. But when they're pushing you, there's no need gunning it. You use your lower gears so that you just roll right out. No, I mean, so many other tips. Some people use their own preference, but there are 5 ones that kind of come to mind when you're driving in the winter. And also, if you're driving, when you're driving with Lyft, you have people in your car, so you don't want to try. Also, explain to them if it's the weather is really bad. They know it's bad. They're seeing the other cars you're seeing out there, so just take your time. It's better to take 20 minutes, half an hour to get to your location safely than try to do it in 5 minutes, get in an accident or something happens, you're stuck, and then you're there for 2 hours. So just take your time, drive safely, and you guys be safe out on the road there. And just a bonus, the Super Bowl is coming to Minnesota. Sorry, the Vikings didn't make it, so let's just let that one slide. The Super Bowl is coming to Minnesota in a couple of weeks, so kind of excited for that. It will be snowing, hopefully not, but just anticipate snow. It's the winter. So all these tips, you will get to use them. So if you're looking to drive through the winter, then just invest in winter tires. Just invest in winter tires because they're going to be, a ton of people in the Minneapolis area, in the metro area. So you want to be safe as possible. So just get your winter tires and, try to, don't rush, because just take your time and be safe out there, guys. All right, take it easy. If you like watching my content on my channel, please just like, subscribe, give a thumbs up. Just leave a comment if you want me to do more things like this. Random topics, driving, sometimes finance, which I'm trying to put together some content for that as well. And all right, guys, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.